Okay, so I apologize. This is a little bit later. This video is actually shot right around Thanksgiving. But because I was posting several other topics between now and then, I just got a chance to edit this one. So I'm going to share it now. Basically, it's an update on how my reverse diet is going, or AKA diet break, whatever you want to call it. I share some raw moments about how I feel with some things, and then I sort of give you a follow-up on that. So I hope this resonates with you. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, all the things. Help me out. I don't know. I don't think many people watch these, but hey, if you do, let me know you do. Okay? Anyway, here you go, and I hope this sits with you well. Hey y'all. So, I'm about to go through my deep freezer because I need some more room. And I know there's crap in here that, like, I'm not even sure what was in it. So it could have been from meal prepping like 2 years ago. But this whole chest is full. So I need to pull some shit out and make some room for some things. Because there's no point in saving the stuff if I'm never going to eat it because I don't know what's in it. So I'm going to talk a little bit while I do this. So, I am going to be transparent with y'all right now. So I'm not in a good headspace. And I don't think that some of the influencers and all the people, you know, who want to share their journey talk about some of this stuff because it's not glamorous and I don't know, whatever. So, but it's true, and I don't know if everyone goes through it, but I'm pretty sure at some point everyone does. But I am struggling with, like, body image, I guess. I don't know what else to call it, but yeah. So, like, you know, I told you guys when I finished my cut, we were at like 133, 134 for weight, which is a really good weight to stabilize at, to reverse and bring my calories up to maintenance so that we'd be in a good place to start prep next or in January, which I just realized is like 4 weeks away. But you know, as we've increased my calories a little bit, I'm super sensitive to it. Some people, as you increase their carbs, will actually continue to lose weight a little. I'm not one of those people, so sucks. We've had to make very small jumps in my calories because every time we do, my weight increases. And some of that's natural because as you add carbs back in, your carbs create glycogen stores in your muscles. The more glycogen stores you have, the more water is in your muscles, so you naturally are going to weigh a little bit more when you have more carbs in you, but it's held in your muscles as water. It's not necessarily body fat. So that's the first point I wanted to make. However, I don't know what this is. Oh, yes I do. Okay. But, for whatever reason, I don't know. I've been around like 136, 137, which isn't bad. We were just trying to hold like somewhere within a couple pounds of where we stopped the cut at. So that's fine. But, after Thanksgiving, I followed my plan completely. I followed my macros. I didn't have anything I should not have had. I did really well with Thanksgiving because honestly, I don't like Thanksgiving food. So wasn't much of a problem. And we hosted, so I had all my regular food available to me. But I was out of my normal schedule. And some of the foods I had were probably higher in sodium than normal. So Friday morning, I woke up and was 140. And so I went from like 136 to 140 in one day. Obviously, it's not all body fat. Very little of it is actually body fat. You cannot put on that much body fat overnight. I'd have to have over 14,000 calories in order to do that. I did not. So there's that. I was kind of flipping out a little bit, but like I knew what I would tell myself if I was my client, that it was probably due to disrupted sleep, disrupted schedule, extra sodium, whatever. I was a little bit sore from my leg day. So like all understandable things. All of them. But I didn't like it. I didn't like seeing that number again because it was so hard for us to break through the 140. I was danced around that area for weeks during the mini cut. So that was hard to see, like real fucking hard to see. I went right back to my normal routine as best I could on Friday because like I wasn't at work, so you're still a little off your routine. But like I still did my normal workout, I still hit my macros, you know, still got my steps in, all that stuff. So yeah, sorry, I'm like thinking and doing all this right now. Yeah, so my weight was back in like 136-ish on Saturday, and I was like, cool. That's, I just needed to get over myself and just go back to normal, and my body weight would go back to normal, which it did. Saturday, your bitch finally got some sleep, 10.5 hours to be exact. So I didn't get up to like 9 something, which means I didn't eat until almost 10. Then I did my workout. So basically I was chasing my calories all day. So like by the end of the day, I still had a lot of calories at night. So I was really, really full, blah, blah, blah. So I woke up Sunday morning a little bit higher, like 138, I don't know, somewhere in there. Figured it would probably course correct, stayed on my normal plan. I don't know what this is. 3 meat. Oh, I labeled it. Look at me, I labeled it. Okay, have that. Anyway, I did my whole plan yesterday. I, again, followed everything to a T, and my weight today was like 139. And I had to check in with my coach. And, oh, also, Saturday, the day that my weight went back to like normal, I still felt fluffy, if that makes sense. And like, your girl has digestive issues. I don't go as normal as most people. Some of it's thyroid. The rest of it, I don't even know. My fiber still is lower than it usually is, just because my calories aren't super high. So that probably has something to do with it. But I don't know. I felt fluffy, and the scale isn't what I wanted it to look like. I felt I don't know. The last couple of days I just feel fluffy. And I know I'm holding a little bit of extra water, just because my scale measures water percentage, and at like 56% water, and like I'm normally at 54, 55, which you're looking at 2-3 pounds of extra water. So it explains it, but I just not happy about it, and I'm struggling, and I'm working on buying my suit because they're having a Black Friday sale, which I'm gonna have a whole different video on picking out my suit. But I'm really, really getting in my head about it, and it's really, really sucky. So I don't know. It happens. Everyone goes through this. I totally go through this. I know it's normal for me to feel like this sometimes, and I also know it's normal that I'm gonna come out of it. But like, I just wanted to share because I know that some of you guys are on your own journeys, and I think you need to know that it's not all sunshine and roses, even if you follow your plan. It's not. You can follow your plan and still not feel how you thought you would. And I'm not in a bad spot. My coach was like, we're okay. You're bouncing around a little bit, but overall, you're not gaining, which was our whole point, is we just wanted to maintain. He's like, are you up a little bit? Yes, but it's in the range that we determined was going to be acceptable. So there's no need to like freak out, you know? So that's always good to hear. I don't even know. It's always good to hear, but I don't know. It just sucks going through it, I guess, is my point. So I don't know. Just being real. This is the state of my reverse diet. And it could be also be that like shit's getting real with buying a suit and talking to posing coaches and realizing that it's December on like Thursday and we're planning to start prep in January, which is in like a month. And we're starting to talk about show dates and possible shows that we're gonna do, and like I think that probably has something to do with it too. I'm an anxious person, so it doesn't help. It doesn't help. Also, my pile here of keep versus pitch is not even close to balanced. I am basically keeping everything I'm pulling out. So there's that. Anyway, I don't know, guys. Just in my feelings. I'm in my feelings, and I needed to share it because it's normal to be in your feelings. And the last thing you want to do when you're in your feelings is to eat your feelings. So I'm talking about them instead. And even though I'm pretty sure like nobody watches this shit, I feel better. So yeah, I'll keep you updated, but I'm in a mood, y'all. Okay guys, so update. I know I kind of shared with you some feelings about how things were going with my reverse diet. That was last Monday. So then my check-in for Thursday, my weight was still kind of up, and we didn't want that to become like a runaway train. So Coach and I decided that we would scale back and kind of do a course correction. So we returned my food to where it was a couple weeks ago when I was sort of holding at a lower rate. And sometimes you have to just do that. I know that we wanted to work my food up during this diet break so that we'd have a higher point to start with when we go into prep, but it wasn't working. So, and we didn't want to be gaining and then have more work to do that we weren't planning on. So we dropped my carbs by about 15. That was really the only adjustment he had made previously. So 15 grams of carbs, that's 15 times 4. Oh my God, I can't do math. 60 calories? That's the only difference, is 60 calories, so it's really not that bad. Literally within 2 days, I had dropped back down. So had my check-in this morning. Coach and I were happy with it. As long as we're still good this upcoming Thursday, we might find like a middle ground with those carbs. Like, don't go up all the way 15, maybe go up 10 or 5 or something like that. Because again, we want to bring my carbs up as much as we can before we start cutting again. So that's kind of where things went with that. And, for everyone who kind of struggles with this stuff, I will say that like, it was really nice to know that like, we could just do a course correction. So if you find yourself where you're like, I'm just gaining, like, you don't have to just let it happen. You can do a little course correction pretty easy and get back to where you were and then adjust from there. So that felt good because I worked really hard in my mini cut and I don't want to go backwards and I don't want to see some of those numbers again for a long time. So yeah, that is the update on that. The other update is, let's see, it's December 5th, right? And we've been talking about doing shows, like picking out what kind of shows, stuff like that. But basically that puts us at starting prep in January. So he and I were talking this morning, just kind of looking at the options and, because we're not in a particular like hurry, there was no need to be starting prep like during Christmas or something. So we kind of decided, I like to start new programs on like Sunday or Monday. It's just easier for me to keep track of then as we go through weeks. And because that happens to fall with New Year's Day and like the 1st and the 2nd are this next Sunday and Monday after, it kind of works out perfectly. So for anyone who is going to be a New Year's resolution person, stuff like that, like I'm going to be going through stuff with you, except it will be less of a resolution and more like we've been working on this for 6 months. So that's that. It's only like 3 weeks though, so like it's kind of getting real. Yeah, just thinking that like in 3 weeks, like we're gonna start doing the things. So kind of crazy. Another update. I am now released to try walking in heels again. So I don't know, let me see if I can adjust this down without falling down. These are the bad boys from the Shoe Fairy, and Angel Competition Bikinis actually sent the socks for free with my posing suit purchase. So I've been wearing them for about 15 minutes or so. It's feeling okay. Feels a little like tight, if that makes sense, like in the really like right where the break was, but I'm just trying to get used to it. Probably need to massage it a little bit. I'm not gonna wear them for too long. It's the first day that I've been back into wearing them, but good news is it doesn't hurt. So that's really great. I'm gonna sort of have to slowly build up some time in them just to get more comfortable. But so far so good. I'll probably wear them for another 20 minutes. Yeah, and it's just gonna be practicing walking in them every day until I start posing, which the next update is that I have been talking to posing coaches because I know like I'm not worried about the diet. I'm not worried about doing the work in the gym. Like those, I'm good with those. My concern is going to be the posing because that's where I have the least experience and the least confidence, obviously. And like, let's all remember, I never really wanted to go on stage in the first place, like for this exact reason. But again, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it all the way. And if I know it's a weakness, then I know it's something I have to work on more. So, interviewed a couple coaches. They were all really great. I ended up deciding on the posing fairy. And the reason I did, so when we talked, we had a good vibe. I had a good vibe with some of the other ones too, but had a good vibe. None of them are nearby, so I'd have to do all, like FaceTime coaching and stuff like that. And she just had you could tell that she had a real strong attention to detail and like those little small things that could make the difference. And I feel like that's what I need, is to be able to dive into some of those small things. Has a great reputation, has had lots of winners, first time winners kind of thing. So has, coached pros, is a pro herself. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a try. My first session is a week from today on Monday. So I will try to record some of that. She's all good if I do. Already checked in with her on that. Is gonna be rough. So stay tuned for that one. It might be pretty entertaining. Yeah. I've also been looking at stage suits. This is the time of year where there's a lot of sales going on, stuff like that. So I'm actually gonna do a separate video on that, but I will keep you updated. But basically, like, it's all kind of starting to feel real. You know, getting into posing, talking about looking at suits, talking about starting the prep and having it be less than a month away. Like, yeah. So it's exciting, but also, like, because I've never done it, it's a little bit nerve-wracking, but I'm here for all the things. I'm here for the journey. It's not all about just like stage day, because that was like the last thing I wanted to do was actually go on stage. So I'm here for the journey and the grind, and I'm actually looking forward to it because I'm a sick little person like that. But anyway, I will have a series that I start in January when I start prep. That'll be my prep series. So make sure that you stay tuned for that, like, subscribe, all those things, and you could follow me along, especially if you're going to be, like I said, a New Year's resolution person. We can struggle together. So that is the plan. All right. Okay, guys. So I have a package that came in. Sorry, because I just can't stop buying shit right now. It's stuff I need, and then when it's on sale, it makes the most sense to buy it right now, because if I know I'm going to need it, it means we'll get it at a lower price, right? Right. Anyway, I was super excited about it. It's a little controversial. However, I made a decision, an informed decision. Okay. What is it? A box, yes. Seriously though. So this is from Squeeze Me Skinny. It is the Julia Renee box. Honestly, I watch her YouTube. Super entertaining. Good job, Julia. I wasn't planning on getting her box. I actually remember watching the video where she was talking about it, and I was like, don't need all that stuff. But number one, I don't really know because I've never done this before. But anyway, by the time you do all the adding up of the prices, like, this was truly the best value. So here we are. Rather than just get one product, I got her whole box. So what is in here? All the things. Anyway, super cute presentation. So on the top, it has Julia, obviously. A signed picture of her front and back. Just kind of neat. I'm sure it's like a motivational thing you could like post on your wall or something. And then there's like a cute little pamphlet that explains like who they are as a company, what these things do, how to break it in, like how long to wear it in the first like couple of days, how to put it on properly, and then some info on like their different products and what they're for. And I thought this was really cute. Like, it's the packing list. I know. But like they put the sticker on one of these nice little like postcard things, and like it's handwritten that someone physically confirmed it. And I just love that because nobody has good customer service these days. So I love seeing that in like smaller companies. So what is in here? The main event is this bad boy. So it has a pattern the same as the box, which is like orangey cactus. I'm gonna be honest, orange is probably my least favorite color, but this is what came with the pack, and whatever. I like Texas. I like cactuses, so cool. I just wish that you could pick a different background color, but anyway, it's neoprene on the inside. It has a little bit of boning here. but it's not aggressive, like it's moderate. This is one that you should be able to wear like when you're in the gym or something like that. We will find out. So there's that. I have not even tried it on yet. I'm actually gonna shower first. A cute little Squeeze Me Skinny tape measure, so you can sort of see where your starting points are and stuff like that. And I'm like, I always need a good tape measure because I'm constantly taking measurements for progress and stuff like that. So there's that, and it's super, super cute. And then there's this, I don't even know, Titan Toned Skin Firming Cream, which my understanding is that it goes with this body wrap, I guess. So I don't know, you're supposed to, I guess if you're gonna do cardio, and again, I wasn't gonna buy all these things, but it came with it, so like what the hell. You rub this stuff on, you put this around, and then you put the waist trainer on, go do your cardio, whatever. And then there is a Titan Toned Hemp Infused Fat Burning Cream, which kind of just helps with inflammation, anti-cellulite, stuff like that. I don't know, again, how much any of these things work, but like they can't hurt. And then there's this cute little, same one, but it's like a travel size. It's super cute. Anyway, I just like mini things. But anyway, so here's the deal. Waist trainers. Lots of speculation out there about them. Are they effective? Are they necessary? And like, can they squish your organs? So, okay, jury's out. I had asked my coach about it, and he was sort of like, I don't really believe in them. He did not advise me that I needed to get one. However, from some of the research, he didn't say I couldn't. He just said it wasn't like, he wasn't going to require it by any means. In my research, like I'm a CrossFitter, so CrossFitters tend to have like blockier abdominals just because of all the movements that we train in. So like, I think you can see like in here, I'm just a little bit thicker, and I feel like that might be a problem because the big thing with competing is like having a tiny waist. And while I have a good set of like shoulders and stuff like that, in order to bring in that V taper that they look for, I need to bring my waist in, which obviously is going to come mostly with like losing body fat. But for me, I know that I personally have a little bit blockier waist, and I may need to work on that. So I'm going to be doing vacuums. And I wanted to get this waist trainer because at the very least, like it couldn't hurt. And I'm not planning on wearing this all day long or anything like that. I'm not planning on wearing it year round either. However, I'm starting my first prep on January 1, and I'm a competitive bitch. So if there is anything that I can do to improve my results, I'm gonna do it, as long as it's obviously healthy and natural and stuff like that. So wearing a waist trainer for an hour ain't gonna fuck up my organs, okay? Actually, one of the things that is recommended is like wearing a weight belt when you're doing lifting, just to help like learn how to keep your core braced, you're not flaring your ribs, stuff like that. So because of how this one is made, it is one that is much more like movable than some of those really, really aggressive ones. So you can wear this when you're in the gym doing lifts instead of like wearing the full weight belt. So I thought I would give it a try. And I got this entire box of all of these things for like $99. And some of the waist trainers by themselves, shit, I forgot, but anyway, when I did the math, it made the most sense just to get the box. So, like, do I believe in all these creams? Not really. But then again, does it hurt? No. It came with it, like, whatever. I'm gonna try it. So, don't y'all be hating on, like, waist trainers and all the organ things and the this and the that. Like, you do you, boo-boo, okay? But
I know that this is my waist is where I need to do some fucking work. And yeah, do not think that waist training is the secret to anything. Like, this is going to be something that I am doing in addition to my diet and my exercise, okay? Because the diet and the exercise come first. So don't be in your head that you're going to eat like an asshole and then wear a waist trainer and it's all going to be fine, okay? This is my disclaimer. And don't go get a waist trainer and wear it all day long and sleep in it and shit like that. Like, don't do that. That's dumb. But for my purposes, for my individual goals, I am going to incorporate this. I will let you guys know what my thoughts are once I've used it for a while. But ultimately, doing my diet and doing my workout is going to make the most impact. This is just a little extra because I'm a little extra. So if you see me around rocking my cactuses, mind your business. Seriously though, like, this is not a miracle working thing. It is a tool to be used in conjunction with all the other things. Okay. And while my prep coach is not, this is not something he recommends or requires. He doesn't say it's a problem if I do it. And my posing coach actually is on the other end of it, and she thinks it could be useful. So, you know what? The jury's out, and ultimately it's my decision, and I've done the research. But that's that. I'm super excited about it. I am going to hop in the shower because I just feel gross, and I just want a really hot shower. It's cold out. So anyway, that is that. But I might video the try on and see. I'm definitely going to take my beginning measurements and we can measure our progress like each month as we go, because that might be pretty cool too. All right, that's all for this one. I will tune in a few minutes after my shower and I will do the try on. Okay, so it actually is a little crooked, but first time you wear it, they said it would be a little tight to hard to get on because it's meant to obviously hold you in. It loosens up a little bit as you wear it. Also, like, first time getting it on, it's a little wonky because, like, you're not used to doing it. So, but I got it hooked, and there's a little hook at the top too to keep it in place. So now I know I can actually get it on, so I can take off the tags. They have a recommendation for sizing, and I follow that, and it seems to be perfectly good. So literally you just measure the smallest part of your waist, and then it recommends like what range of waist sizes falls into what sizing. So it looks like that was perfect. So I went for obviously the widest one, and we will see how long it takes to progress. But actually, it's pretty comfortable. Like, getting it on was the hardest part. It's not uncomfortable. It's not digging in anywhere. So I'm gonna wear it for like an hour before I go to bed. And I feel very like supported. I could totally see how like lifting in this would feel good. So
Okay, I look like hot garbage, but let me just tell you. I just had a 90-minute deep tissue CBD tapping, whatever the fuck that is, massage. First of all, it is like 12:30 and I just want to go the fuck to sleep. That was so needed. And I still have the lines on my fucking face, but so needed. Let me tell you. So this is something that I am going to plan for when I get into prep. I let this go way too long. So I was trying to stay on top of massages just to take good care of my body and prevent injuries, stuff like that. And the lady I was going to had like a COVID exposure or something like that. I don't know. And had to cancel, and I was like, oh, well, I'll just call back sometime to reschedule it when I have my schedule figured out. Well, of course, like, that didn't fucking happen. So the last time I had a massage was 3 or 4 months ago. And since then, I've been working out 6 days a week. Yeah, to say my body may have had some tightness is probably an understatement. I'm sorry, I am so stuffed up from being face down for fucking forever. Does anyone else get that? Like, I felt like I was gonna have snots like drip out of my nose onto the floor. Is that too graphic? For real though, this will pass, but I'm like, anyway. Oh, yes, so my plan is to go in there and not go in there. What the fuck am I talking about? Sorry. Here's my plan. I start prep in a couple weeks. I wanted to give this lady a try because my other lady, I didn't feel like she like got into it enough. Like, she was too gentle. So I told this lady, I was like, I am not sensitive. I am not delicate. You can murder me. She did pretty good. She came recommended by one of clients, friends, I'm not sure what to call him. He was in one of my challenges, but we sort of just ended up like we're buds. I guess, if you're watching. But like, we'll go work out together and stuff because we're dorks. So anyway, he recommended her. He knows the owners. Good call. Thank you, Mike. Yeah. So what I want to do is, in terms of like self-care, first of all, I have been neglecting it, and I need to get back on the wagon because I'm about to put myself through a very physically stressful situation with prep. So I need to take care of myself. Also, I'm fucking old now, so I need to take care of myself. So I am going to alternate this deep tissue massage situation with Thai massage, which is more of like a stretching massage. Like, there's no oil in your clothes or on and stuff like that, but they will take you through like ranges of motion. It feels amazing. So I want to alternate deep tissue with that. Then so like they were doing spend 150 in gift cards, you get a free 25. So I just bought 2 because now I've paid the money, I have to go do it. As long as I remember I've done it. So anyway, I'm going to alternate those 2 kinds of massage. I'm going to buy a package to at least get to the chiropractor once a month. And I am going to do a facial like every 8 to 12 weeks. Somewhere in there. That's the least of my concerns, but gotta take care of the face, you know. Yeah, like that's what I'm trying to buy them in packages in advance, so I don't have to be like, oh, I don't want to spend the money because it's already spent. So like, I'm taking a fucking hit right now in December because everyone's running these specials, so it's like the best time to do it. But like, don't look at my credit card bill right now. Anyway, yeah. So that's my plan, and I can just tell you, like, I let this go way too far. it literally got to the point where my body was like, I don't pay attention to self-care, which is part of the problem, but like I was feeling like my body was like, we need help. So like, and it was a very stressful week at work. If anyone else is in healthcare at the end of the year, you know, if you know, you know. So like the level of tension that I'm sure I was holding was pretty fucking high. So it seemed like a good opportunity to get the situation taken care of. So that's what I did. I'm supposed to pick my little up in 45 minutes, maybe. So I'm only like 15 minutes away from where I need to pick her up, but I'm like a half hour from home. So there is another one of my Anytime Fitnesses down this way. I already did my workout for the day. I'm not doubling up. But I think I'm going to, I brought my posing suit. I think I'm going to run in there and do a tan. I know, tanning beds, skin cancer, yes. I am in a lower risk of skin cancer just because I tend to have, I'm not going to get into it because the haters are going to hate. But basically, I'm going to just do a little quick shot. One, I feel like I need the light on me. Two, I gotta get my butt cheeks tanner because if you guys watched my posing suit video, I got a white butt. That part of my butt has not seen the light of day ever, I think. So I brought a protein shake because I knew I wouldn't have a chance to I didn't want to try and find a microwave, and I just didn't feel like doing it. I look so tired still. Anyway, I'm gonna bring my protein shake in and drink my protein shake while I tan my ass. Then go get my kid.